Most people don't realize this. Many people, and listen to me very carefully, many people who go forward in churches, who say prayers and get baptized, are just as guilty as they were before they came forward, and they are not saved. Words are not magic. I don't care what the phrase is. I don't care what the tears are. Listen to me. You need to not just believe in Jesus Christ. You have to accept him as Lord. Listen to what the gospel, how it's told in Romans 10. It says, if you confess your mouth that Jesus is Lord, circle that, and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you what? Will be saved. He says, for it is by believing that with your heart that you are made right with God, and it is by confessing with your mouth that you are saved. I want you to fill this in, the blank. Jesus is not my Savior until he's my Lord. He's not my Savior until he's my Lord. Romans 14:18 says this, your task as a Christian is to single-mindedly serve Christ. Every single Christian is a servant of Jesus, or he or she is not a Christian. Every single epistle in the New Testament written by Paul, James, John, Peter, all begin with these words. I, Paul, a servant of Christ. I, Peter, a bondservant of Christ. James, the half-brother of Jesus, listen to what he says. I, James, the slave of Jesus. John, I, John, the servant of Christ. You see, they understand this, that salvation is calling out to God and saying, I'm not worthy to be a son or a daughter. I will be your slave. Why? Because being a slave or servant of the kingdom is better than being a free man in hell. It's better. Here's the good news. The moment you become a slave or servant of Jesus Christ, guess what God does? He makes you a son or a daughter in his kingdom. But you must become a slave or a servant to Jesus.